Hello, everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We are picking this one up as a Tengu Summoner of Gozag, it looks like. It's been a little while since I played this guy. I took a break to play in the Crawl Sudden Death Challenge tournament. You can see those runs. It's a different playlist, but so I just gotta familiarize myself with what I've got going here. And that's sort of a skill on its own, being able to dive back into a character that you haven't played for a while, and just look around, see what options you got, so that you don't do anything really stupid when you get started. So this guy is pretty new. It looks like he's not doing too much. I can fly. That's important to remember as a Tengu. Gozag, haven't used my first free potion petition. Okay. Been training the heck out of summonings, I guess. Not too surprising. My spells are all doing great. Is there a reason I'm not learning something else? Like, I would typically be picking up Ice Beast or Lightning Spire here. I wonder why I didn't. Was I... Was I just hoping to find, like, some ice spell that would encourage me to learn ice or something? Or, I don't know. Well, I'm going to learn Ice Beast now. Yep. And putting on B is fine, I guess. Do I still need a ton of summonings and some spell casting, or is it time to switch to something else? Well, I do want to pick up some ice. Oh, I forgot. I'm a Tengu, and they're terrible at ice and great at lightning. Air, I guess. So it's a good thing I still have the spell levels for Lightning Spire, because that's just a way better option for me. So I guess I'll train up some air. Yeah, it's kind of a shame to waste those spell levels, but it's not going to be a big deal. Okay, and so I was saying it's a sort of a skill to look at a character who's partway and pick up. Most of the time, you'll probably be doing that for your own characters. But you can also play, if you play online, there are a bunch of Robin accounts, round robins, where you're expected to share a character with whoever else wants to play it. These are just Robin accounts. I'll have like Robin in the name, and the password is always Robin as far as I know. We're going to run away from that centaur. I can't really get close enough to him to be comfortable. So I've played a couple of games on Combo Robin, which is a Robin account where you can play any way you want. You know, some of them are like, oh, you have to be a mummy or whatever. Like, there's probably a mummy Robin. I don't know. But Combo Robin has the goal of winning one game with every playable character over the course of the, whenever that, and that's when they'll be done. So it's kind of fun if you just have nothing particular going. You can sign on to Combo Robin on one of the servers and play a game for a while. And if there's no one already playing a Combo Robin, you start a character. If someone's already playing a Combo Robin there, you just load up their character and try to win it. So that is a fun way to spice things up. Is like you're playing this character that you've never seen before, and you're looking around like, why were they doing this? They seem to be training whatever. Training a lot of summonings. What summon spell were they working on? So I think that can be quite a bit of fun. Wow, geez, centaurs, man. So I won a Feel-It Enchanter for Combo Robin, which is nice. That was a difficult. Feel-Its are just all hard to play. I tried to play several Feel-It Enchanters on my own account, and I just kept kept dying. And so I was like, I'll try one on Combo Robin. And of course I won it first try, you know. First world problems, I guess. But it's also, you can, it makes you think about making things clear for whoever comes next, whether it's you or somebody else. Like you use annotations to remind yourself of things that were on a particular dungeon floor that you need to remember. You know, the game automatically puts some down, but you can make your own if you want. And so I do that sometimes to remind myself of if there was some interesting vault that had scary monsters I didn't want to fight yet, or where's this hound? Down here. Or if there was a dangerous ghost on a level, I would annotate it to like give me a warning. And that's more important to do for Combo Robin, or for Robin in general. But it's a good idea to do for your own games as well, because you never know how long it's going to be before... Am I wearing a cloak yet? I am. Before you pick back up again and what you're going to forget. Even if it's only tomorrow, you know, you might forget that you were on top of a dangerous staircase in the middle of stair dancing something and you just had to leave. So, you know, leave yourself a note or exclude the staircase or something to remind you to look downstairs. You know, that one in particular is just such a basic thing that I think you should always look downstairs if you left yourself on a staircase. But there could be other things you might forget. Okay, so Tengu are very fragile. I need to be a little bit more careful than I'm being here. And it looks like the game is going all right. We're starting to collect some gold, which, you know, for Gozag is basically piety. Normally it's, well, normally you don't have this much money by this early in the game, but also you don't really care that much because there's not much to buy. But all of Gozag's god abilities are fueled by gold. So it is important. I'm in real bad. What is... I was just saying, Tengu are so fragile, and I'm standing here in the middle of... Alright, Gozag, I need help, please. I think, okay, let me look around. What else do I have? Yeah, nothing too great. Okay, so I screwed this up, and I put myself into a bad situation, and I'm going to use a potion petition and hope that there's a heal wounds in it, and maybe, you know, some other good stuff. Yeah, so Gozag's first potion petition is free. And the way it works is he makes up 3 sets of potions and offers to sell them to you. The first one, any package you pick is free. So it's very, very strong, I think. We're obviously taking the second package here, right? You know, the first package is strictly worse since it has, since the second one has all the same things. Oh, and the second one, the third one, I guess, if I really wanted resistance, I would take it, but I don't. What I really want is heal wounds, so give me that, please. And now we're totally fine. Not in any danger at all anymore, I think, practically. The invisibility helped, the haste helps. I could try putting down a lightning spire, but there's not actually a good place for it. Now I could put one, say, here. Yeah. See, that's why I like... some people... Like, Gozag is not a great god, you know. Some people would not take an early Gozag altar. They would just not take any Gozag altar ever. And... I was training more spellcasting because with Gozag, all the food in the dungeon disappears. Basically, I mean, not the food. The food actually doesn't disappear, but all the monsters who would otherwise turn into food turn into gold. So normally this isn't a problem, but I'm starting to run. Okay, I found some bread. It's fine. You know, we're going to be running a little bit close to empty for a while here, but it's going to be all right. Anyway, some people just wouldn't take an early Gozag altar because they hate Gozag, and that's fair. Gozag's not great, but If I find him early, like I'll take him, because that first potion petition being free, like it'll save your life. It saved my life the last 2 times I've taken a Gozag altar, including this one. Like I was dead there, unless I got very lucky with random quaffing potions. Which, speaking of random quaffing, like I got a bunch of scrolls and I need to identify them. Okay, recharging, great. Doesn't help now, but I'm glad to have it. Teleportation, cool. Noise. Enchant weapon. Oh, here's a choice, huh? The Dagger of Electrocution. I kind of want staves eventually, so I can pick up like an enhancer staff or something. But the Dagger of Electrocution is clearly better right now, so I'm going to keep using it right now. So I might as well enchant it. I don't want to enchant up a +0 quarterstaff anyway, really. Let's remove Curse. Dust Glows Dull Marigold. Thanks, potion. Scroll of Random Uselessness. I'm actually going to slow down summonings and put more on spellcasting. Maybe this is just like being too concerned about food, but you know, getting more mana is useful too. Forget which spell. Honestly, I could forget Summon Ice Beast. I'm not going to use it for a while, and if I want to relearn it, it's real easy to do. But if I want to forget it, I might, you know, not have amnesia lying around. So there we go. I don't know where that Crimson Imp went. He'll probably jump around a corner anytime. Nope, apparently not. The Sky Beast is immune to electricity, so our dagger should be less effective against him. Yeah, let's fly here. Yeah, just so I get hit a little bit less. I'm gonna summon a K9 familiar. They can sense invisible, so yeah, can smell them, I guess. Eustachio, another summoner. Everybody, go get him. Where'd he go? Go get him. Okay. I'm glad I'm... No, I'm not still flying. I would be glad if I were flying, but I'm not. Okay, nice, got some electricity on him. Killed him, cool. A Rapier of Speed, huh? I don't actually know how to pronounce... Like, is Rapier the right pronunciation there? Or is it like a Rapier or something? I feel like that's something I should know. But I don't. But I'm going to stick with the dagger for now. That could be a good upgrade if I train short blades. That's the word I'm looking for. A hat. Wear the hat. +2 hat. That's great. I can't wear helmets, so +2 hat is about the best I could hope for. You know, my beak doesn't fit into a helmet. Right? Is it a beak? Is that... Yeah, okay. But we're not birds. We're not bird people. I don't know. Okay. Everybody get the wolf, or the ogre. Having a wolf as a K9 familiar is pretty good. Like, you start with Hound, and getting a warg, wow. I guess spell power's helping a lot. Okay, there's the giant frog. See if you can get him there, Mr. Wolfie. Good. K9 familiar lasts a lot longer than most summons. Oh, there he goes. But he just takes longer to disperse. Not disperse. I don't know. Poof, vanish, whatever. An amulet, cool. Regeneration, cool. I'm a fan. Let's get some good imps, please. Let's get away from this iguana, and I guess I need a canine familiar, maybe? Cool. So maybe I'm playing it a little too dangerously, trying to melee as much stuff as I am. Glowing leather. Ooh, it'll be cursed -4? Oh, -1. All right. Great. Okay, let's summon some. This is like a lot of orcs, and the priest is a big deal. So we're going to just summon a bunch of stuff and see what we can do here. Everybody, please kill the priest. Cool. Just in time. It looks like my ward just timed out. How am I doing for food? Got 2 slices of pizza. See, we're doing fine. Gozag's food is like, I don't know. It's almost like they put him in to remind you that there is plenty of food in the game, even if you almost never eat corpses. Which for Gozag, you have to never eat corpses. It's hard to run out of food. Miscast summon small mammal, really? The orc is hitting me from afar with a trident. I don't approve. So I'm going to step out here. Why is my wolf not fighting and instead letting all these quokkas fight? Go. Kill. Kill. So summons can only, I think I mentioned, I'm sure, I mean, I don't remember the last videos I did on this, but I imagine that I would have mentioned that summons can only attack if you can see the enemy and you can see your summon. If it's invisible, like, that's fine, but it all has to be in your line of sight. Because it used to be that wasn't the case, and players would just sort of like summon a million enemies and then summon a million allies and then run away, which was just not very interesting gameplay. And if that didn't work, you would get back into combat. You would just summon some more guys, and then run away. This is a terrible place to be a summoner, actually, because okay, cool. Because like this grid pattern makes it hard to see stuff for your summons to hit it. I even remember hearing about you could, if you had a permanent teleport trap, for example, and you were a summoner, you could stand next to it and just create a bunch of summons, and they would fall into the teleport trap and just like start wandering around the dungeon murdering things for you, which is just not super fun at all. I'm thinking my summons are good enough right now, actually. I'm gonna start training up fighting and dodging, I guess. I'd kind of like short blades so that my dagger is more useful, but I think it's just more important to stay alive because what's actually doing all the damage is not my dagger, it's my summons. There's Spriggan Baker. Bacon bread. Good old Spriggans. Everybody loves bread. Also, for some reason, hanging out with a giant frog skeleton, I guess. Spriggans are dangerous this early. But I mean, there's a reason the Spriggan Baker vault is early. Like, you can survive it. And so there's some food. Picked up quite a lot of bread, which is nice. It's reassuring. There's some sort of, I don't know the details, but there's some sort of guarantee that in mid-dungeon, like around dungeon 9 or so, you will have found a food vault of some kind that like has a bunch of food in it. Ooh, look at the warp. Cool. Warp weapon is fun. So I don't know the details of it. I don't know if the Spriggan Baker Vault counts. It is 4 bread rations, which is cool, but I've also gotten, like, it feels like I've gotten dozens, not dozens, but like a dozen bread rations from one of those, like, or a dozen royal jellies from a honey beehive, honeycomb, something, I don't know. Summonings is at 10, so let's turn it off. And let's just turn down spellcasting. It seems like it's doing okay. Call Imp is hungerless. K9 Familiar is getting low. And look at that spell power, man. Tenguar. That summoning aptitude is pretty good. The last game I played, I was a troll. And I'm used to every aptitude being -2. So stuff is draining real fast for me right now. Why? Oh, okay. Yeah, look at that stealth. What a stealthy guy, apparently. So I was actually, when I was all set to load this game up, I forgot I still, I had this, well, I knew I had this game going, but I thought that this was a video that had gotten lost. I think I was just totally wrong about having lost any videos in this series. I tried to upload the same video twice, and the second time it was like, you already have this video. But it didn't give that error message in a very clear way, and so I thought that, like, the video had just failed to render. So I thought that this character was one nobody had ever seen before, and I was just happy to kill him off and start something else. Oh, but it turns out that's not the case. I checked my channel, and obviously this guy has videos on him, so we're picking him up. But anyway, I was thinking of practicing something else. Trying out the style of never using melee for a game, because there's a crawl sudden death challenge bonus for win any game without using melee attacks at all. And so I was thinking I would start like a deep elf conjurer or something just to practice that, but I guess not. So we have this player ghost. And what kind of player ghost? A draconian monk of Gozag. Hello. So like we're not gonna fight this at all. Oh, and it does. I saw a draconian ghost a while ago, and it didn't have draining breath, and so I thought that they had taken that away because it really stinks. But it looks like no. Just if you find a draconian ghost who's not level 7 yet, so it hasn't developed a breath weapon, or I guess if it's a gray draconian which doesn't get a breath weapon, then the ghost doesn't get one either. So that's exciting. This draconian ghost is just absolute death on wheels. There is no way we want to fight this. And we're going back upstairs. Let's actually mark this level with an exclamation point, so I remember this draconian ghost. Cool. I mean, the warning would already say there was a dermo ghost on it, but I might not connect the fact that it's a draconian ghost. It can't see invisible, so if I ever had to get into that area again, I could consider like becoming invisible first. Get to it, guys. Cool. And let's take some more intelligence, I guess. Cool. And it's a black draconian, isn't it? So my my lightning spire is not even going to be that effective because they're the draconians who are lightning oriented, I guess is the word. All right, guys, hop to it. There's an orc there. If you could kill him, yeah. I had to back up so that my imps would get out of the way and let my wolf get to it. Okay, but this ghost is like right around the corner, isn't he? So let's just shut the door. Didn't really work. Well, as long as stuff filters in and is not too noisy. Like, they're just walking into my wolf and dying, which is pretty cool. All right, but I just don't want to go that way with this ghost on the loose. Nope, let's not go that way either. This ghost is everywhere, man. Looks like he's not very perceptive, though. He didn't see me or my summons. Oh, now he's seen me. That's what I get. That's what I get for saying bad things about him. I don't know what I'm going to do about this guy. He's blocking my retreat to both staircases that I know about. I expect he can probably just murder my summons. I have teleport. I have potion petition. Do you get negative energy resistance as a tree? That could be a thing to think about. Let me look that up real quick. Tree form. You get, yeah, you get negative energy immunity. So, interesting. That would make me immune to his draining breath. I would still have to find a way to kill him. And he could still punch me pretty hard, I imagine. But as a tree, maybe not that hard after all. So that's an option. I could just teleport. I think I said that already. I guess what I want to do is see how well my summons do at fighting him. And maybe between like Brilliance and Lignification, I can get summons powerful enough to actually fight this. So everybody go kill him, please. Okay. And let's summon like... I'm going to quaff Brilliance now, actually. So you hit my wolf for 1 exclamation point. Yeah, now I can summon Lightning Spires if I want. But we're in sort of an awkward... It looks like this wolf is actually doing fine. Wow. Okay, so we're going to tree form now. Should have done that first. I was thinking about it. Just in time, because I think that would have killed me. And I'm going to replace my wolf. I should get a warg, I would imagine. Oops. I would imagine with, yeah. With Brilliance up. Okay. So everybody, could you please run away this way so we get him out in the open? Now attack him. Summon a Lightning Spire here. It won't hurt him too much because he is electricity resistance, but it will hurt. Okay. And I guess that's enough summons for the moment. How much damage did it do? Nothing. Hit him for 1 exclamation point. Okay, we're getting there. I may have to use a potion of magic as well. Okay, there goes my warg again. But we killed the ghost. Okay. Took a couple consumables, and they're both consumables you don't see used that often. So I feel glad that I thought of the opportunity to use them. I didn't use tree form as soon as I should have, but I wanted to preserve the option to run away. I don't know. I had already decided to fight, so it was just a mistake. There was no good reason to walk closer to him before casting tree form. Not casting, but you know what I mean. Activating. And like our spell power is through the roof with Brilliance on, so we should be getting a warg like 100% of the time here. And probably a warg with higher hit dice as well than usual. Cool. So we made it. And it's good to know like that brilliance is gonna, I don't know, help next time we use it, because we do have more brilliance and more. Did we actually just pick up? We did. We picked up another potion of brilliance. So most games I'm not that impressed by brilliance, but I guess I don't rely that heavily on my spells in a lot of games. I like to transition into like hitting things pretty quickly. Spells are still great, and on a conjurer, you want to be using them all game, for example. Let's identify this, I guess. Cool. So enchant up this cloak a couple times. But even on like a conjurer, I like trained weapons, because just having a way to dispatch the low tier enemies without costing yourself any magic is pretty useful. Found a lair, found a general store, great. What's in here? A really solid flail, actually. I mean, flail is not an endgame weapon. I thought this said +0, and I thought it was good. Now that I see it's +9, I think it's pretty good. So this is not the way a Gozag character usually goes. Like there's just not that much stuff you want to buy in the dungeon. You have to pay Gozag gold to get things instead. And you can buy shops from him and then spend money at his shops. But here, like, there's actually a store in the dungeon that has a fantastic item. So no other character would really have 1,000 gold by now, probably. Maybe a Zom character would get lucky. But as Gozag, we can just pick it up. I'll take it. I've lost Potion Petition for the moment. Should get it back pretty soon. But I'm going to train maces and flails. Like, I'm committed now that's the weapon type I'm going to be using all game. It's just that good. And this isn't necessarily the weapon I'll be using all game, but I do want to use this weapon type at least until quite late, when I can afford to spend a bunch of experience to swap types. But it's just so strong early to have a +9 on something that even at 0 training, even if I had like trained short blades up to 10, I would probably switch to this. I'm glad I haven't. Cool, maces and flails up to 3. So I'm training it not so much for the damage, but for the attack speed. Yeah, and let's turn off air magic. I guess I'll leave it on. Lightning Spire would be nice to have more reliable than it is. Oh, please, no confusion. Ugh. Oh shoot, I was unconfused for a second. Oh, is this going to be the end? No, I actually have a lot of curing. But it would be nice to kill this orc wizard. I'm going to quaff curing now, because the priest is a threat. I'm going to summon a... I was thinking of summoning something, but I'm going to back up here first so he can't see me while I summon, just to, like, save a... Kill, please kill. Got him. So this is a little vault here that you'll probably see throughout, some number of times throughout the game. It's not the one I was thinking of. It's a Quaslaw altar, and we saw this in a different game. The Demon Spawn Enchanter probably, I think, saw that. I wonder if I do more damage than my summons now. How are we for time, anyway? It's an altar of Zom with a wand and butterflies. So this wand, like, it must be random effects. That's Zom's seal of approval goes on that wand. And I just don't want to mess with Joseph right now. I was going to say I like to explore Dungeon 9 before Lair, but if Joseph is here, I'm just not going to be here. I'm just leaving. And that wand of random effects is not going to be that useful. Oh, there's a draconian ghost, but there's not. I got rid of him, so erase. So I guess I'm going to just head to the lair and call that a video. It's a bit short, but not outrageously short. So it looks like picking this guy up, it's worked out reasonably well. We finished off the early dungeon, found this fantastic weapon that made me glad to have gotten Gozag, and our summons are all online, so things are looking up for this character. Anyway, I'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.